I don't think there's necessarily one thing that stuck out, but it's it's something that I guess some people would probably say it's overdue. I mean, just from a network consolidation standpoint. Now it's hard to say that because they've had these separate networks for decades, and now it is just a massive undertaking to consolidate the networks. And you mentioned drivers, like there's different classification of the drivers of ground and then the FedEx employees as well, or excuse me, the Express. There is a tremendous amount of physical work that will be involved in restructuring. There is potential with on the labor front of efforts to unionize, and it's a reorganization as well. So it's not just the network; it is operating companies really that are being combined, and that includes personnel. So that, to me, I think it's just the scope and the scale of all of those changes, and at least the network part of it was stated as being a target of June of next year, June of 24, to be completed. And I don't know, complete is there's how much finality there is to that. I can't imagine that entire change network transformation will be complete then. So I think really there's a lot of more questions than answers. What I think is particularly on the timeline, either the timeline moves out, and or if it doesn't move out, I guess there's probably a higher risk of service issues, just kind of call them growing pains along the way. And that's got to be a concern for FedEx customers. But it's all kind of speculative at this point. We don't really know until it starts to take hold. But that's the thing. I think those changes are very large changes. They're not simple. And I think service is probably the risk that I would see for FedEx customers or prospective customers who may be considering working with FedEx.
Yeah, I mean, Nate, I mean, I think you're right. I think that, maybe your comment about it being overdue, I would tend to agree with. I'm no, expert there, but I will say a lot of companies in the transportation realm have gone through large scale integrations, mergers, whatever it is that you want to refer to it as, and they've been successful. And so maybe the timeline here is a little ambitious, but from my standpoint, it can definitely be done, and I think it'll, at the end of the day, it'll probably be a win for the client, for the customer, and that's my hope for the industry. So.